Hey everybody, happy Halloween. Hope everyone has a great day. Obviously, I'm not going to be having any candy today, but I could still watch my kids have a great time tonight, hopefully. I want to say thank you for everyone that has liked my videos, that has followed me over the last couple days and reposted some videos. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Obviously, like I said, the most important thing is for me to spread awareness. So please keep following and spread the awareness so no one has to go through what I went through. It's a terrible disease. I'm trying every day to get back to the person I was, but it is very difficult. One thing I wanted to do is I'm going to go through a brief timeline of the last 20 years to hopefully answer some questions, and I want to touch on just a few comments, questions that have been the most frequent. So number one, and I did post about this, my wife never left me. She stayed by my side every step of the way. She's been my biggest supporter throughout my entire life, and through the toughest times as well. I had no career left in New York. I had no job opportunities. I had pending felony charges, so I couldn't even get a job at a supermarket. So I flew down to Florida just a couple days before the pandemic to take a real estate course. I was on a real estate team in Long Island, New York. The pandemic hit 2 days into the course and class was canceled. World shut down, real estate shut down. I stayed in Florida. I never came back. And my wife and kids stayed in New York with her parents for those 3 years, and I stayed with my parents. So that's number one. Number two is my diet. I've seen a lot of questions, are you on keto? Are you doing modified carbs? And the answer is no. For me, it's 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 alcohol. That's the only thing that works for me, and that would be my recommendation for anyone that has auto-brewery syndrome. I know I've been posting some dinners that my wife makes. She's the most amazing cook. So if anyone wants to just eat clean and get in probably the best shape of your life, just 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 alcohol. It's not easy, but anybody could do it. Number 3 is, can I drink alcohol? Absolutely not. For me, if I had a drink, it'd be like 2 or 3 drinks. So it'd be double, if not more. I haven't had a drink since May 2019. That's when I got diagnosed. So I kind of want to go through a quick timeline. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I don't know when the disease started within me, but I suspect it's been going on for 20 years. I started my teaching career in 2005. I was a phys ed teacher, and I was a freshman basketball coach for the high school. 2006, I was the JV basketball coach. That's the first time that someone addressed me smelling like alcohol. My athletic director brought me and the varsity coach into his office, I think on a Saturday morning practice. And he said, Mark, the players are saying they smell alcohol on you. We had a tough conversation. Obviously, it can't happen again. I don't know what you do outside of work, but make sure you come to practice each day the way that you're supposed to. So that was 2006. 2007, sorry about that. I hurt my back recently. I got screws in my back, and I'm on all sorts of different muscle relaxers and pain medication. It actually makes my mouth pretty dry, so bear with me on that. 2012, I'm sorry, not 2007. 2012, I was the varsity baseball coach. One of my captains gave me a call. It was about like 7 o'clock at night. I was watching TV with my wife. I see the call come into my phone. I step away, go down to the basement, and he's like, Coach, I got to tell you, the players, on the teammates, they're smelling alcohol on you. Another tough conversation. I said to him, I'm like, listen, man, I don't know what to tell you. I'm a teacher. I'm a coach. That's just out of the question. I don't know what to tell you. I had no answers for him. I appreciated him calling me. I went to my athletic director and I told my athletic director that because I was scared. And that was the second time that somebody smelled alcohol on me. That was 2012. 2014, another athletic director meeting, pulled me in, said people are complaining, teachers, students, athletes complaining about me smelling like alcohol. 2015, I got pulled into the high school principal's office, same conversation. The fact that that I was able to continue teaching and coaching through all this, obviously I was grateful. I really had no idea what was going on. I was a social drinker. I probably, for those that know me, I drank more than I should have. And I'll be totally honest, I was a social drinker, and I drank a lot for a while, for college, going into my 20s and 30s. Obviously never during a school day, but weekends, 100%. So I just figured I was drinking too much, to be totally honest. 2016, I was down in my phys ed office. I got a text from one of the teachers that said, I need to go home. I didn't know what he meant. I get a call at my office about 5 minutes later. My principal needed to see me down in the office. I went down there. It was the superintendent, assistant superintendent, and union president brought me in. Same thing. You know why you're here? No. People are complaining that they smell alcohol on you. I had to go take a drug test. The union president brought me down the road, took a test. There was alcohol in my system. I was on a leave of absence for a week. They could have brought me up on tenure charges. They chose not to. But I was told to me this was the last incident that could occur before tenure charges. It made life very uncomfortable for me. Being a varsity baseball coach in the district and a teacher for 13 years, that's when I really started looking at different ways to get out and move up and become an athletic director. In 2018, I took a job as an athletic director. 3 weeks into my first position, 3 weeks into my job, I got a DWI. Hadn't been drinking. Superintendent brought me in, said, "Mark, you're doing an amazing job. I think we can maybe move past this, but it could never happen again." April 2019, the principal and assistant principal of the high school I was working at brought me in, same concerns. And then in May 2019, I went to a boys golf match. I was the athletic director. I bought both schools dinner, hot dog, French fries, soft drink. I ate with them, pulled out of the parking lot, and picked up my phone to call the board of education vice president. There was a hazing incident, a bullying incident I wanted to talk to her about. I got pulled over for hands-free. I was a .18, smelled like alcohol, .18. That was really game over for me. I ended up getting diagnosed that May. My mother and my aunt, who worked at NYU Medical Center in New York, they started looking up, can your body produce alcohol? And that's when I went to see Dr. Wick in Staten Island in a controlled setting. They put a PICC line in my arm. They tested my breath and my blood, zeros. I took it's called a glucose challenge test. 2 sugary drinks, and within 15 minutes, I think I was a .09. I got up to a .15 about 30 minutes in. So that was my diagnosis. So that was 2019. We had to sell our house. I lost my job. The school district chose not to renew my contract. I had to resign, and we moved in with my wife's parents on Long Island, New York. 2 kids living in 1 bedroom. I was losing my mind. To tell you the truth, with a stress level, I was running 10 miles a day. I needed to get out of there. Got on a real estate team, went down to Florida, and that's when I never came back. That's really it in a nutshell. I just wanted to do it. I wanted to give a quick timeline of it to clear up some questions. Thank you, everybody, again, for following. Please continue to repost, follow. It's all about spreading awareness for me. Please do that for me. It only takes a second. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.